global weather. But for us here in Colorado, at least better chances for snow, but also warmer weather for this fall and winter. The northeastern United States tends to be a little bit drier, but perhaps colder, and the northwestern United States tends to be drier and also on the warmer side. So, of course, we'll have more updates as we get closer to this possible day.
Okay, so this basically never happens. Two hurricanes coming this close to each other. When two hurricanes get super close, it creates a super rare phenomenon called the Fujiwara effect, where they essentially start to orbit each other, attracted by their massive low pressure systems. And this time, hurricanes Imelda and Humberto got within 450 miles of each other, possibly the closest ever observed in the satellite era. And in this case, that dance actually saved the East Coast from a direct hit. Imelda was headed straight for land, but Humberto essentially caught Imelda and dragged it back out over the Atlantic. That doesn't mean the southeast coastline was completely spared, however. As of this recording, at least 6 homes have already collapsed in North Carolina's Outer Banks from storm surge from the twin storms.
I'm here to create doubt. That's one of my things. Like, I was trying to destroy your will, but never in another stratosphere would I have thought that you was a fan of mine. So, I come today and I say I apologize for killing that light, my brother. Real shit, because I take a lot of pride in being a big brother to all the young guys. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that. But in the form of what we were in competing, that's what it was. And I understood it coming from you too. But I just wanted you to know I recognized your genius. I saw it. I respected it. And yeah, we battled, bro. There was nothing like that mental play. Because although you could see the physicals, you could see the little whatever's answers, but it was a whole mental part of the game being played in front of everybody's eyes, and it was over everybody's head. So, you know what I'm saying? It takes a real one to play that game.
I saw her, and I walked.
Get a lot of questions here at 3D Classic Car Parts about what kind of parts we can design and produce and like how that process goes. Short answer to that, we have to have the vehicle on hand to design the parts, especially when you're designing something like a cup holder or things that don't exist. You have to be able to see the orientation of the mounting, what's in the way of the function of like the radio or the stick shifter. So it's really impossible to create a lot of the parts we create without the vehicle on hand. So what's going to be coming up here next is a lot of Gen 1 Bronco parts. Obviously that glove box is going to be a must, and I'm looking at this ashtray to see how that could be configured to one of our ashtray mounted cup holders. It's not going to be able to attach to the face, but I think if I pull that out of there, I can figure out some kind of a mounting there, and it looks like it should be out of the way of the stick shift, but I don't know. This is a 3 on the tree. This is a 3 on the tree, not a 4 shift. That's for the transfer case for the 4-wheel drive. But I can also see here how we could alter our under the dash gauge pods and things and just tilt those, so we'll get that modified up so that fits these Broncos. This is a speaker, so I'm wondering if some of our 6x9 pods could be mounted somewhere in here. There's no pillars to mount our other types of speaker pods, but I think me and Timmy will have a little powwow tonight and look at this beautiful bitch. And I would say that glove box is probably going to be the first thing we come up with. This thing has had a life. She's going to need a bit of love. But right off the bat, we're going to start getting parts designed here. So, for you guys, because we've had a lot of requests for early Bronco parts, so we're gonna start that fucking party up. Yeah. God, at least that shuts nice, huh? That's how that whole deal works, right? We have to have the vehicle on hand to design the parts for it. It's the only way to do it right, because like even like that glove box, we have to be able to fit that up in there and like for installation, it's not just the part itself, but how does it get installed? What's it in the way of? What can you do here? What can't you do? Like, there's a lot into it, into designing parts, far more than just like, I want a couple of them, here goes.